On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. Here comes Malik Washington. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Dolphins just about set up here. 1st and 10. Opening carry for Devon Achane. And that's good for a gain of 5. Brought down on the play by T'Vondre Sweat.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. But that's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5.
Come on.
Shotgun snap now to Willis. And it's completed right side. And he's going to be brought down in enemy territory now at the 46. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Here we go.
Throwing on 1st down, Willis. A quick slant caught by Washington. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. Working from the gun, it's Willis. Defense is too much here. The Jets drag him down. And a sack forces a now tougher 3rd down.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now, well, now we let the chess match begin, the adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
Caught, nice gain left side. And he's going to take this down to the 11-yard line. How about that play, Brock? On 3rd and 14, they find a way to convert.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly, you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right, they win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Second and 3 now.
Let's go. 60 Bison.
Willis escapes the pocket. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down. Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
Drive has gone 8 plays now as they face 3rd and 3.
70 Timberwolves. Ready.
Trying to pick it up here with Achane. It's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got a 1st and goal.
Yeah, you'd sure love to see a little more yardage when you get into the open field, but this offense, it will take a new set of downs with that toss run.
Achane takes it in. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins finish up their opening drive. Devon Achane with the touchdown. Riley Patterson on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Dolphins respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. They start the drive with Hall. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Well, Brock, every football fan knows that these two have been rivals for decades. As of late in the AFC East, they've had their struggles. Last division title either team was 2008. Last playoff win, kind of shockingly, coming all the way back in 2011.
Kate, some of the biggest names in the history of the sport. Joe Willie, Namath, Dan Marino, Don Shula. Over the last 30 years, the Jets, they've had 11 coaches. The Dolphins, 12. You just can't sustain.
Ooh, on him quick there, and they bring him to the turf. And that sack may change the next play call as it sends them backwards ahead of 3rd down.
Pretty even match in this first half, and you're just kind of waiting. Right? You just kind of try to get a feel for which defense is going to come to life. And when you get that sack, that could go a long way to infusing some energy on that side of the ball.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. Third and long for him here. Fits it through the middle. And this one won't get there. Looked good, but the stop is made just before he could get the first.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
They're going for this. It's caught by Wilson. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Wow, what a call. They wind up with 12 on 4th down. They pull off the conversion. And you just get the playoff. That's taken in by the rookie out of Indiana. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. We're through one on Monday Night Primetime. Both teams neck and neck so far. Back to Hard Rock Stadium right after this. Time for the second quarter of play. It's Jets football. They have 2nd down and 5. Shotgun snap, a give to Hall. And he's stopped as he gets this one down to the 27-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Jets first down. Here's Hall once more. And this play doesn't work out like the last snap, right? So you can only get back to the line as the defense all over this one.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
Motioning him from the slot right. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And he's got it, it's in close. And he's going to be touched down at that spot, which means the effort makes it 1st and goal.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Four downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal. Hall goes the wrong way and he's going to lose several here. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Now from the 6 after that last play. Here's 2nd and goal. They're going play action. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. Well, he'd been perfect to that point on the drive, Brock. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right? And I look at it through those optics so much. But it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
Design bootleg here. Bails out of the pocket quick. Ooh, and before he can find any yards, he finds that sideline instead. That's going to bring up 4th down. Katie York now on for the field goal. A very short kick here from the right hash. York knocks it through. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give him the lead.
Here's a return from the 7. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. First and 10 from the 32. They'll start the drive with Achan. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Throwing is Willis. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that is the Dolphins' first down. Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
And that is exactly what you're looking for on a first down run. He picked up 7. It's going to be 2nd and 3 when we return from our 2-minute warning. More on Monday Night Primetime in just a moment. Second and 3 now.
Trap 60, trap 60. Here we go, trap. Cowboy 80. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Willis now. Completed here to Tolbert. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. That's a pickup of 9. And it's going to be first down Miami.
Move the chains! Got to move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
First and 10 from the 32. Running with Achan here out of the gun. And this is going to take him into the red zone. He's down at the 16-yard line. A gain of 15 there. And that is the Dolphins' first down.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Coming to the line for another first and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
From the red zone on first. That's caught. Devon Achan. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Here's Achan up the middle. And he couldn't get much there, but what he did get was absolutely crucial. That makes it first and goal. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Offense in position now. It's first and goal. The Jets take their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal.
Let's go. Viking 18.
To throw, here's Willis. Buys time, rolling right. And they take this in for the score. The Dolphins take the lead just before halftime. Patterson on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Dolphins take a 4-point lead. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Only half a minute to go in our half. Let's see how they begin the drive. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup. Timeout taken by New York. That's its second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. And send a receiver left. He's going to throw this one. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Jets moving quickly, trying to get the offense set. He's back to throw. And that's incomplete, and it also stops the clock with just 5 seconds left. Well, no look on his first look of the game, and now they're staring at 4th and long.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
Now on 4th down, here's Austin McNamara out to punt for the Jets. He gets it away, and wow, he got under this one. It is driven sky high. Struggling to center it. Oh, it's loose! You don't get too many plays of that size in a game, and that flag takes away one of them.
Pioneer. Ready. Top row 18. 79 Broncos. 60 Maverick. 60 Panther 11. Panther 11.
He'll throw it. Chased out to his right. He's just going to get rid of this one, so that is how our half will end. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10.
Come on. 19 tight. 19.
Willis looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And this is going to come to an end right at the 32-yard line. Yeah, it's a gain of 12 on that one. And it's going to be 1st down, Miami.
That's good for a Dolphins 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Dragon 60.
Here's Willis to the air. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they've got a little extra distance now to make up here on 2nd down.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself, and they do get home with that sack.
Willis to throw it. Finds a seam down the middle. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 22. And that is a Dolphins first down.
Gosh, that is so demoralizing defensively. You do everything right, you draw it up right, you got double coverage, and yet you still can't take the ball away.
Throwing out to the left, Cup. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And it's going to be first down Miami. It's Achane on the inside give. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap now to Willis. Into a crowd, and a defender comes up with it. Picked off by Andre Sisco. And the Jets will take over as he records his first interception of our season. They worked hard to have the halftime lead, Brock, but now that defense working hard to take it away.
Not wasting any time, are they? You know, they love to say about baseball, Kate, baseball's a game of adjustments. So is the NFL, and especially in the second half. You have all that data from the first half. You want to take it all in, and defensively you want to adjust exactly what they did to take the ball away there to begin the second.
Hits him on the out route. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Man in motion here. On first down, here comes Hall. Still has some space inside the 35. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. They'll get 16 yards on that play. And it's good for a New York first down.
Having been in enough locker rooms at halftime, Kate, I know what the messaging was in there. Start the game out by sending a message. Doesn't matter you're trailing, run right at them and go make a point.
Going to the ground again on first. And there's the stop after he drives this down to the 13. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. Offense is set, 1st and 10. They go right back to Hall. And he's going to take it in for the New York touchdown. The Jets grab the lead on their first series of the half. Breece Hall with the touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you instantly think of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. And maybe making some better judgment here as he takes a knee and accepts the touchback. Pretty good field position awaiting the Dolphins as they head up here, 1st and 10. At the shotgun, they'll give it to Achane. He starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8, 2nd down.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
2nd down carry for Achane. Now that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Shotgun now on 3rd down. Oh, should have had another one there. Defense getting opportunity after opportunity to pick it off. But 2 in a row now have slipped away.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable in an incomplete.
Looking to throw. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got second down. From the gun, it's home. Still has some space inside the 35. And he's going to have this one down to the 28. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first. All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. It's the Jets who have it with a lead, but this win is not secure just yet. You keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing off the play fake. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's 3 sacks for the game so far. Brings up second down.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
Things already looking a good bit tougher here. It is 2nd and 17 after the sack. Setting up to throw. Short pass brought in. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Mitchell now in motion left. Here he goes, 3rd and long. They did it! He made the interception! And the Dolphins have some new life in the 4th.
That's just a bad decision, frankly. And really, as a quarterback in this moment of the game, you got to know it's not a time to take a risk. Cannot be throwing out life preservers and giving that other team, your opponent, a chance like he just did.
Dolphins just about set up here. 1st and 10. Zone read, they hand it to Achane. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Pass to 60, pass to 6, 18, tight end.
Working from the gun, it's Willis. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And that is the Dolphins' 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Achane, a 1st down carry. And some nice running there on that 7-yard gain. Make it 2nd down.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3.
Trap 60, trap 60. Let's go now. Cougar 19. Go.
Willis. On him quick, and they bring him down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
When we think about safeties, I mean, it's just right in the name, right? The safety is the last line of protection in the passing game. We don't think of them as blitzers. But, Kate, let me tell you, for a safety blitz to get home, they got to be great disguisers. They can't show that blitz early. That safety didn't, and the quarterback took the brunt of the contact.
Back to throw it. He has the first over the middle. And he has it right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it's going to be first down Miami.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
It's the 2-minute warning from Miami. Dolphins down by only 3. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. First and 10. Now Achane. And he's able to get it past midfield and down into the Jets side. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. And you feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open and deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
He'll look to throw it. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. He's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins have taken the lead late. And it's good, so they take the lead, and the extra point buys them some breathing room. A field goal does not tie it now. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35. Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. Here he is to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Back to throw. That's caught. It's Breece Hall. And they're not going to have to burn a timeout. Smart play here. He gets out of bounds with the first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Wary of the clock here, Brock, but at least all their timeouts are still available. It's 1st and 10. They've got a man in motion. Setting up to pass. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Wilson, the receiver, in motion left. They are throwing it again. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. This one misses the tight end. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. But I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there are going to be more interceptions.
Moving on into the red zone. And he's going to get it down to the 18-yard line. The Jets take their first time out. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with first and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the game they did.
Timeout taken by New York. That's its second. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal. Right on the doorstep now. Here's first and goal. Hall. And he's in. And that's a touchdown. And with almost no time left, he just likely won them this game. Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minutes.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them. And Kate, they cashed in when it really mattered.
On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. And it goes for a touchback, so time enough for one, maybe two final plays here. The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up first and 10. Now they're going to throw out of the gun. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now they face second down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last second attempt to get rid of it.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's second and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. It's intercepted. That will do it. And the Jets make the play that should win them this game.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful. Right, you've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
Into the victory formation they go, Brock, here on first down. Design quarterback run here. So it's a road win for the Jets. And they take their first skirmish with their division rivals, with a chance at a sweep awaiting them later in the year in their building. So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a well-earned win for the Jets as we say so long from Miami.